Some of y'all been coming at me a little crazy. And what we not finna do is come at me like that. Take care. Now y'all see why I said she tried to eat me out. She came at me, okay? What is up, you guys, and welcome to today's video. So if you see the title, then you already know we're doing an updated Q&A because it's been a little minute since I did a sit-down video, and I need to address some things because some of y'all been coming at me a little crazy. And what we not finna do is come at me like that when y'all don't even know what y'all talking about, okay? So I'm gonna be addressing some things and answering some questions that I've received over like the past few months, or really since my last Q&A. I get questions on some of my videos, people DM me questions, stuff like that, and I'm gonna be answering them for you guys today. So hopefully if you had a question for me, this will answer what you had in mind. If it is your first time here, my name is Chanel. Welcome to my channel. Make sure you hit that subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. If you are a returning subscriber, hey, welcome back to the channel. I actually forgot to go to the store and get wine because y'all know your girl gotta have a little drink with her videos, but I am drinking this raw organic hydration drink in the Georgia peach flavor because I've been trying to watch my sugar, and this has the least amount of sugar because y'all, diabetes and high blood pressure runs in my family. And yeah, it's something wrong with me. I need to work on what I'm eating. I'm actually trying to be more conscious of it now, because before I said I was gonna do it and then I wasn't doing it because I was like, you know what, it's my life, I'm gonna eat what I want to eat, and now I'm starting to feel it. So no, we gotta get that in check. And a quick disclaimer, y'all, because I know y'all probably see it now, but I'm in the process of editing this video and I noticed that the audio was cut out on some of the parts. So I literally had to re-record. So if you see like a little difference in lighting or the frame or whatever, it's a little bit later in the day and the sun is starting to go down. So just ignore the little slight differences and just listen to the point of the question, okay? Let's just focus on that. You guys, so we're gonna go ahead and get started. Just some simple things that y'all might not have known, or if it's your first time here, you wouldn't have known. My name is Chanel. I'm 26. I'm about to be 26. Y'all see how I'm just going ahead and adding an extra year on already? I'm 25. I'm gonna be 26 in September. Virgo gang, period. I live in New York City. I do lifestyle content. I do vlogs, Q&As. Sometimes I do like motivational content, which I need to get back on that because I want to do another video like that about manifesting, motivation, faith, all that. So yeah, this question has actually, I've been asked this a long time ago. One of my very loyal subscribers, girl, I love you. You know who I'm talking about. She asked me this a long time ago and I never answered it, and other people have also been asking me. And basically it's just saying like, what happened to your business? Are you gonna start your business back up? Are you continuing with your business? So if y'all do not know, I do have a business called Belle's Boutique, which is currently on standby. So it really came down to me needing to kind of like reduce how much stuff I'm trying to do right now, because I'm trying to do YouTube, I'm working, I have a child, like I'm trying to be a mom, I'm trying to cook, clean, all that. So it just started becoming too much on my plate. So basically I decided that something needed to go on the back burner, and I thought my business would be the best option for now, because for one, I don't know if I'm staying in New York right now. So I kind of just put that back because I want to see where I'm headed to, you know, before I continue with my business, because then tax-wise and all that kind of stuff, that would just be better for me to wait until I know for sure that I'm going to be doing business in New York State still. And then it also came down to, just like I said, my workload, and I decided I wanted to prioritize YouTube and social media and stuff like that. And y'all, balancing all that stuff is a lot. When you have a job, a child, all of that, trying to keep up with my relationship, it's just a lot. So basically my business was the one thing that I was like, you know what, this can wait for now until I'm ready to completely pour into it, because right now I can't give my business and grow my business the way that I need to with me having all this other stuff going on. So I thought that it would be better for me to just build my audience, build my community and all that, and then jump back into my business and really perfect it. Because I'm a Virgo, I'm a perfectionist. Like, I don't want to be doing something just to do it. And I'm really in the point where I just want to rebrand. And so I don't know what I want to do with my current purses. I don't know if I want to like keep them as my main things, because if y'all don't know, I love purses. Purses is my thing. So my business was revolving mostly around purses. So I was like, I don't know if I want to keep these purses as my main like selling points, or if I want to completely get new bags and like up my quality and stuff like that. So I don't know, y'all, because I have a lot of purses that I haven't sold in my storage. And I'm kind of thinking about if I want to do like a giveaway kind of thing. I really should have did that when I hit 1,000 subscribers. I feel like that would have been a cute like celebration for y'all, since y'all are the ones who got me to 1,000, to like do a giveaway. So I might still do that though. I might still do that. I might give 2 subscribers one of each of the purses. I don't know. Stay tuned for that, because I gotta see. I'm gonna think about that. Going into the next question, because this kind of piggybacks off of that, is a lot of y'all been asking me, do I know for sure if I'm leaving New York, if I'm going to Atlanta, or if I'm staying in New York? So y'all, it's just so many like pros and cons, and I love New York. New York will always hold a special place in my heart. I could never completely give up New York. But as of right now, I don't know if this is just the place for me. Like, I'm really honestly falling out of love with living in New York. When I visited New York, it was amazing. Like, it was just like you come back and it's a new experience every time, and you're more motivated to go out and do stuff. And now that I've been here so long, it's kind of one of those things where I almost feel like I'll love you more if I miss you. Like, absence will make my heart grow fonder. And as y'all know before, like I still don't know completely for sure if I'm moving or if I'm staying in New York, but y'all know I want to still buy an apartment on the Upper West Side eventually. So I'm definitely never going to fully part ways with New York if I do move. But as of right now, I don't know. It's also getting to the point where I'm just like, is New York even worth it anymore? It's just been so much. New York is just not what it was when I first moved here. And a part of that feels like it's because I'm also a mom. So I'm having to think about it in the aspect of raising my child here. And it's just something all the time, y'all. Somebody on the train shooting, somebody acting crazy on the street, homeless people, you don't know who about to swing on you, women walking around getting punched in the face. Like, it's just so much. It's so much. And it's just coming to the point where I'm just not happy here anymore. And I hate to say it because I love New York. I will always have a special place in my heart for New York, but as of right now, I just don't know. As soon as I make a decision, I'm gonna tell y'all. But let's see if we can get some tours even without having to make a commitment. They want you to sign papers and do all of this and that. Honey, I ain't got time. Not to mention the space. But yeah, y'all, I'm gonna just leave it at that. And they both have their pros and cons. Like, I'm not saying Atlanta is perfect. It's dangerous there too. Like, everywhere is dangerous at this point. Like, but it just comes to the aspect of weighing them and seeing which one would be a better fit for me and which one I feel like I can kind of control my life easier, if that makes sense. But yeah, once I know, y'all gonna know. This question I got actually the other day, and I thought it was such a good question. It says, hey girl, how do you manage to stay connected with your old friends from your hometown while also making new friendships in your current location? And they said they're asking because ever since they moved, it seems like most of their friends from their hometown have changed or became upset because they're no longer there. So she's curious if I've experienced something similar. So I'm not even gonna hold you. Most of my friendships, okay, because I went to high school in 2 different states. I grew up in South Carolina. My hometown is in South Carolina. And I started school there, and in my sophomore year of high school, I moved to Charlotte. So when it comes to friends from my hometown, like specifically, I have very few. It's like 1, and me and her barely talk. And then my high school years, like my sophomore through junior, is where most of my friends came from. And if you want me to be 100% honest, like, as you grow older and you grow apart from people and you're not around them as much anymore, you notice that like the friendship kind of just dwindles, unfortunately. And I've noticed that my friendships that are worth keeping are the ones that will stick and stand through it. Because sometimes you feel like somebody's like your best friend and stuff because y'all see each other often, like you're always around each other. And then you realize without that person being there, like, you know, you don't really need them around. And not to say that friendships mean that you need this person or, you know, there's this codependency or anything like that, but you just realize kind of like they didn't really add much to your life and vice versa. So the friendship kind of just dwindles away, and that has definitely happened to me. And it was more so in the point of communication, because I'm not gonna lie, I am terrible at keeping in contact with people. I kid you not, when I first moved to New York, I probably didn't talk to them that whole first year because of everything I was going to, and then like the second year, maybe once or twice a year. But the friendship never felt off, you know, it never felt like we have fallen off. It always felt like, you know, we never stopped talking when I talked to them again. And those are the kind of friendships that you really know are the ones that are gonna stand through the distance. in the communication. And sometimes having a lot of friends, especially people who get upset that you're not around and stuff like that. I had friends like that before, and it's like that clinginess and you're mad because I moved on and bettered myself. I feel like that's not a friend. You know, it's somebody who just like wants you around, maybe because you benefit them, maybe because they vent to you and you listen, and some people really just are haters, low-key. Like, they really don't want to see you do better. So when you move on and up yourself and do better for yourself, they get upset. And those are the kind of people that you really don't want to stick around throughout the years, trust me. You'll know who's going to stick with you and who should stick with you when you move. That really, like, when you get those big tests in your friendship, and distance is definitely one of those tests, you realize who your real friends are and who you should focus on and keep around. Everything happens for a reason. So if they were meant to be a friend, then y'all are going to stay friends. If they're not meant to be a friend, then this is going to force y'all to move on from each other. I don't know if you believe in God. I believe in God, but maybe it was something that God saw that you didn't see, and he's telling you, like, look, you got to let go. And as adults, even people that I'm friends with that live near me, like, you shouldn't be mad when your friends don't talk to you every single day and stuff. Like, we're grown. Like, we have lives, we're parents, we have jobs, we're in college, you know. They're upset that you moved away to that extent. You can try to just talk to them about it and have like a heart-to-heart, and maybe that could kind of get rid of some of that animosity or tension. And if it doesn't, then they're not meant to be your friend anymore. A lot of people also have been asking me how I afford to live in New York. I don't know. I guess it's the same as affording to live anywhere else, because the cost of living, first of all, here is completely different from a lot of other places, like most other places. So that means that usually the pay is higher, but also not. Like, I don't know, y'all. I really don't know how I afford to live here. At this point, I just be winging it. Like, I also live with my partner, John, my boyfriend, as y'all know. So we're a two-income household. It's not like it's just me paying for everything. And then, I don't know, my job, I have a commission-based job, and I also make tips. And I think I've said this before, but I get tipped well. Because of the area that I work in, I have the potential to get tipped very, very well. I've had days where I brought home an extra $100 to $200 just in tips and cash, you know, money. It really depends on your career. It depends on how well you manage your money. It depends on how many incomes you have in your household and all kind of stuff. So it's kind of hard to really say how somebody affords to live somewhere unless you're rich, which I'm not rich, but I don't think me and John are like, we're not bad. We're well off. Like, we're not rich, but we're not struggling, if that makes sense. And that's not to brag or nothing, because y'all asked, but it's like, I don't really know how to explain how I can afford to live somewhere like this. That's just, I don't know. John has a good job. My job is pretty good, and I have like the ability to kind of control more how much I make, because if I need more money, I'll just pick up extra day and groom more dogs, because then I get my commission from how many dogs I groom. Plus, if I know I have clients that tip well, that adds on to, you know, it really just depends on your job, your occupation, if you have a side hustle, how much money you have in your savings, all kind of stuff like that. So let's get into a little more okay, so this one comment, y'all, she went in. I'm not gonna lie, she went in. Okay, so this is like a three-parter, but some of these things other people have said before and mentioned. But it says, "Hi Chanel, I really enjoy your videos, but why do you shop so much? You said one of your New Year's goals was to be more financially responsible." So we're gonna pause it right there. Okay, that's like the first part of the comment slash question slash whatever. So I feel like when people hear that somebody wants to be more financially responsible, y'all just take that as, oh, you don't need to be spending no money, or you're not going to spend no money. And that's not what financially responsible means. Financially responsible means that you are more conscious and aware of the purchases that you are making. And that doesn't mean that I'm not going to spend money, because I definitely said in that New Year's video that I'm still going to do me, and I'm still going to live my life and buy stuff and go out to eat and do all of that. I have a budget. And in that budget, I allot a certain amount of money that I'm going to be spending each month on certain stuff. So it's like what I'm spending on food, what I'm spending on Ubers, what I'm spending on my bills, what I'm spending on clothes, whatever. So when you see somebody shopping or spending money, don't assume that they're not being financially responsible, because that's not what financially responsible means. This means that I'm being more conscious and aware of how I'm spending my money and where my money is going. And y'all, like, I work very, very hard for my money. I've been working since I was 16, since I could get my first job. I've had a job ever since. I've not been without a job, and I'm adamant about working and doing what I want to do in life, buying what I want, eating what I want, going out, doing all kind of stuff. I'm not going to work just to save every dime and not enjoy it. I really would appreciate it if y'all didn't worry too much about my finances. And I understand, like I said, some of y'all might mean well, but I just really don't like the pocket watching. Because again, with all due respect, you don't know how much money I make. You don't know how my bank accounts look. You don't know, you know, how much money I spend honestly and how much I save. Like I said in my last vlog, I really show y'all what I want to show y'all. So if I decide to show y'all that I bought a new purse, or I bought some new shoes or some new clothes or whatever, then that means that that was money that was for that. Like, it wasn't money taken from my bills, from my savings, whatever. That was money that I had to spend on that. Please, please, please don't pocket watch me. I'm still gonna show y'all what I buy because I enjoy doing that. I enjoy sharing that with y'all. I enjoy putting y'all on and stuff. So either like it or love it. That's really what it is. Like, I'm not gonna stop doing that. And I just want y'all as a viewer or a supporter to trust me and not worry about what I'm spending and just worry about what I'm showing you, which is what I bought. Girl, I know you wasn't trying to come at me. Like, y'all, the comment, she wasn't really coming at me, but she was at the same time. And I know she didn't mean it like that, because I've had comments similar to this, and they really, like, people can be very brutal on the internet. They love to try to put you down and stuff like that, and that's not at all what she was doing. At least I don't think. I don't know what her intentions were, but that doesn't seem like what she was doing. But I definitely did remove the comment because, yeah, no, okay? I don't like no any form of negativity on my videos, whether you mean well or you don't. So don't feel in the same way because I delete the comment, but I'm addressing it here. So I definitely read it, girl. Don't think I'm ignoring you. The second part of the video says, also, you're a bit of a hoarder, too much stuff. How will you save for your new home if you're always at stores and malls shopping? Take care. Now y'all see why I said she tried to eat me out. I'm not a hoarder, but I am not a minimalist, boo. And I've never ever claimed to be a minimalist. I don't try to be a minimalist, nothing. If I like what I like, I'ma buy it. If I want what I want, I'ma buy it. If I see what I want, I'ma get it. Like, that's just me. Whether I get it now or later. But it's influencers with a whole room as a closet full of clothes, shoes, bags, all kind of stuff. But I'm a hoarder. And I think that y'all are also forgetting. It's 3 of us in a 1-bedroom apartment. This is my only closet. Let me show y'all. This section here is Ryland's clothes, John's clothes, and then my stuff. Now, obviously, I have more clothes than them. Well, Ryland has a lot of clothes, so she has this nightstand, both of these nightstands, that section in the closet, and she has like ottomans with her clothes in it. But Ryland is also a toddler who's growing in and out of clothes, because I feel like somebody tried to come at me about that too once, saying, oh, you have your daughter's clothes in a little drawer, and you got a whole closet, and your boyfriend got it. Listen. Toddlers and children grow in and out of clothes so fast that you never have a lot of clothes for them at once, because I'm constantly finding myself having to buy her more stuff, get rid of stuff, donate stuff, hand-me-downs, all kinds of stuff. Like, she never is going to have as much clothes as me because I'm constantly having to rotate it and get rid of and buy new stuff because she's growing. She's not going to wear the same clothes that she's wearing now in 6 months. Now, the hoarder thing, again, y'all, I feel like a lot of people forget that it's 3 of us and a dog living in a 1-bedroom apartment, which is why I'm trying to get the hell out of here because there's not enough space. And the closet, the clothes, the purses, all of that, I feel like it looks worse because it is in a small space. If I was to have a whole room as a closet, that thing wouldn't even be half full. If this whole room was my closet, this wall alone would be able to hold all of my stuff. I don't have a lot of stuff. I'm not a hoarder. I literally donate clothes. If you watch my previous videos, I rotate my clothes. I do summer, winter transitions where I put all my summer and spring stuff away and bring out my next season clothes. And in doing that, I get rid of stuff. If I was a hoarder, I wouldn't be getting rid of nothing because I wouldn't want to see it go. And I do have a hard time letting go of stuff, but I do because I know I don't have the space to hold it. Like, I have a storage unit downstairs, but that's mostly for that's when I transition my clothes, and that's for like my business stuff. Please don't forget that it's 1 closet in here, 1 bedroom with all these dresses full of me and my boyfriend and my daughter's clothes, and 1 storage unit, 1 coat closet. I don't have a lot of space. So it's not really in the sense that I have a lot of stuff, it's just that I don't have a lot of space. So whatever I do have, it's gonna look like I have way more stuff than I do because I don't have nowhere to put it, which is why my house always seems cluttered, and it's annoying to me, and I've expressed that, and that's why I'm trying to leave. My lease is literally done on May 31st. I'm out of here on May 31st, and I'm gonna be in my new place. So that's it. That's all. And again, back to the saving for my new place, honey. I'm good. Like I got this. I'm taking care of what I need to take care of. Me and John, we already sorted out all the pricing and everything that we do in our budget. I'm okay. Thank you for your concern, but I'm okay, babe. Trust me. Just trust me. If I was bad off, I'd be on the street somewhere. Trust me. If I was really addicted to buying clothes and shopping, I would be on the street. Cause every dime would be going to a new purse. Y'all know how hard I try not to buy purses every single day. I think I'm doing pretty good. And John also keeps me in check because he's more financially responsible than I am, and well, I'm better now, but he was the one that would really rein me in and be like, no, you know, that kind of stuff. So yeah, that's pretty much it. That's how I'm addressing that. I'm not a hoarder. I don't think I'm a hoarder. Maybe that's like perspective, but I don't think I'm a hoarder just because I'm not a minimalist. And I love purses, so I'm gonna keep buying purses. That's my thing. I love to collect purses. I feel like everybody has a thing, and that's my thing. And I'm not ashamed. And I'm gonna keep showing y'all what I buy, and either you like it or you don't. I'm sorry. I don't know what to say. I'm here to be myself, not to please everybody. So that's just another thing about being on social media. This was also a really good question, and one of my subscribers commented and said, I know you mentioned that you didn't want to move back to Brooklyn. However, are you open to living in other neighborhoods / boroughs besides Midtown? I'm not in NYC, so I'm not sure what to call it. So basically, they're asking me, like, am I open to moving to other neighborhoods? Because currently I live in, like, Hudson Yards, Midtown area. But they're asking me, like, would I be open to living somewhere else? So honestly, if I stay in New York, I want to stay in Manhattan. That's just my preference. I know New Yorkers be like, oh my God, the transplants want to be in Manhattan, but I really just want to be in Manhattan. Like, that's just my preference. When I first moved to New York and I was going through my, like, Airbnb, having to move every 2 weeks and all that, I really lived all around Brooklyn. I lived in Queens. I lived in the Bronx. Only place I'm not going to is Staten Island. I'm not going to Staten Island. I'm sorry. Again, as y'all may or may not know, my dream area is the Upper West Side, but I'm open to other areas. Like, I like living on the West Side, but I'm open to other areas. The problem is really just that everywhere is just too expensive. Because at this point, I've been in this area so long that I've grown comfortable with it and I know what to expect. So me moving to another area would just be like, I just got to relearn the area. Because every little neighborhood in New York is so different from the next. Like, it's so different in terms of what you can get there, the people that live there, all kind of stuff. So I am open. Like, I've been looking around everywhere in Manhattan just to see and compare and all that. And I'm not just looking to stay in this area, honestly. I'm really not. But I don't know. I don't know if I just answered your question. But yeah, I'm open to living in other neighborhoods in Manhattan. I'm not really open to switching boroughs at this point. I really would just want to stay in Manhattan. And if I stay in Manhattan, the furthest up I would go is like maybe 90th, 86th Street, 90th Street, because I work in Brooklyn. So I'm not trying to be commuting too far either. Like, I'm not trying to go too far up the freaking borough. So I'm not trying to get to like Harlem level. Somebody DM'd me and they said, I know you've talked, hold on, where'd it go? Okay. I know you've talked about your mental health in terms of YouTube. What is your favorite part about being a YouTuber and your least favorite part? Being a YouTuber, like, I love it. I love making videos for you guys. I love just showing up for you guys and building a community and talking and everything, interacting with y'all. And that's really the best part to me. It's just, you never know who is going to watch your video, who needs to hear what you're saying, who you're helping. It's just so many people who have DM'd me, and mostly from like my manifestation and my story time about how I moved to New York videos. People have DM'd me and commented like, you don't know how much I needed to hear this, you don't know what this meant to me, I feel like now I understand stuff more and this and that. And it's just very fulfilling, and to know that you're helping people and that they're looking up to you, even if it's just through me entertaining you guys. Like, if you just enjoy watching me, if it takes your mind off of something that you might be going through and stuff like that, it's just so fulfilling. And that is definitely my favorite part of being a YouTuber. My least favorite part, if you're talking about the production aspect, I can't stand editing. I can't stand, it's so time consuming, and I love to try to put as many effects and stuff in it to keep y'all's attention and stuff like that, but it's very tedious and very annoying. And me, like I said, I'm a perfectionist. So if I have a 40-minute video that I'm dropping, I'm rewatching that video 6-7 times to make sure I didn't miss anything. So you do the math of how long that takes me to edit if I'm watching a 40-minute video. That's why a lot of my videos are shorter, because like I have to literally rewatch it so many times and just make sure that everything is perfect and that one thing is not out of place. I literally deleted a video once and reposted it because I made a typo. In terms of the actual aspect of like influencing, which I don't find myself to be an influencer yet, I feel like one of the most negative and discouraging things about being a YouTuber is probably a lot of people forget that you're a human. And when you throw yourself out there like this, it leaves you kind of open and targeted. And I hate that. I hate any form of negativity. I'm not a negative person. I've never once in my life gone on the internet and went on somebody's video and commented something nasty and negative for no reason. I simply, if I don't like it, I just go off of it. I don't dislike it. I just leave the video. And a lot of people find power in the sense of tearing other people down, especially strangers on the internet, because they know that you can't really do nothing, you know? And that is probably my least favorite part, and I know that it's only going to get worse the more I grow, but I don't let it affect me too much. There's been comments that I would kind of be like, it would, you know, it'll be like, dang, like, was that necessary, you know, and stuff like that. But it's never been to the point where I'm like, oh, I'm gonna quit. And I have my comments filtered, so if you have a comment of something nasty and I never responded or it's still there to you, you're probably the only person that can see it, because I have my filters on, which means that if you commented, you're the only person that can see it. I can't see it, nobody else can see it. Or I deleted the video, the comment. I deleted your comment and kept it pushing, because what you're not going to do is think you being cute and everybody's seeing it. You left your little comment, I saw it, fine, okay. I'm the only person that you was trying to hurt, so I'm gonna delete it because I've seen it already. I don't care. Also, like, just hard to show up all the time, and it's just like, I don't know, I have a very slow growth, and I love each and every one of y'all that support me and subscribe to me. I love y'all. Don't ever think I don't love y'all. But sometimes it's just discouraging when you're not growing at a pace of other people, and that's when that comparison comes in. And I hate comparing myself to people, but I'm a human being, and that happens. You see other small YouTubers and they seem like they're blowing up, but you don't really know what they've gone through, you know. And this isn't my first rodeo. I had another YouTube channel before, and I deleted it because that was when I was in a terrible time in my life, and I just didn't want that out anymore, and I started this channel. But I feel like I'm at the growth I'm growing at a pace that's for me, and that God wants me to grow at, and I'm at peace with that, and I'm okay with it, even though sometimes it can be discouraging, you know. That's what I need for me, and I'm trusting the process. Somebody asked me would I do more family content with, I guess, with Ryan and John, and as y'all know, I do include them in my videos sometimes, but I feel like the real reason that I don't like focus on that is because that's not really what the channel is, and I don't want to turn this into a family channel. They have their little appearances, their cameos and stuff, because they're obviously a part of my life, but I try not to focus on that. YouTube can be very fickle in a way that when one video blows up and it's not similar to your other content, like the people who followed you from that video won't care about your other stuff. And as much as I love Rylan and John, I don't want to make like a lot of family-based videos, because then let's say that one blows up and then people follow me expecting all that, and I'm not trying to exploit my child and have fun every freaking video, and I'm not trying to just force them to like whatever. Not that they care about being on my videos and stuff like that, but it's just like, it's just not a family channel, and I'm not trying to turn it into that. In the future, would I make a family channel? Maybe. It really just depends on how this goes, but I just don't want people having the assumption that this is a family or a couples channel and stuff like that. So I try not to include them in every single video, because that's not my niche, and I don't want people thinking, like, people following me for the wrong reasons and stuff like that, because then that's when your engagement gets low, and that's when you start getting all shadow banned and stuff. So that's really the main reason. Y'all see them often. I can try to put them in more if y'all want to see more of them, so just let me know. But I'm not going to make videos like constantly just solely based around being a family and stuff. Like, y'all know I have a family, so it's not a secret, but it's also not the focus of my channel. So, and a lot of y'all ask me questions that, I don't know, I feel like I would be more comfortable answering with John. So I might do another couples Q&A. I did one, not last Vlogmas, but the Vlogmas before, with John, like a mukbang Q&A, and I think I'm gonna do another one probably after I move, to answer some like the more coupley questions about marriage and all that kind of stuff. So yeah, stay tuned for that, because I'm definitely gonna have him do that with me. But let's see, let's do one more question. Let me find a good one. I only have a few left, but I want to do a good one. All right, I'm gonna just end this one with, what's your favorite part about living in New York City and your least favorite? So my favorite thing about living in New York City is that you're never bored. It's always going to be something going on. It's always going to be somewhere for you to go, something for you to do. And that's what really drew me to the city. As y'all know, like I said before, I came from a real small town where there was nothing to do, nobody to see, same people all the time. So when I visited New York, and it was just like the complete opposite, it really just captivated me. And I was like, wow, I really want to just experience living here at some point in my life. And I'm so grateful that I've done that. And whether it's coming to an end or not, I'm never ever gonna not love New York. Like, I just love it so much. It's just like one of my favorite places in the world, honestly. I haven't been to that many places yet, because y'all know I'm gonna start my traveling back up. I'm trying to focus on moving and stuff right now, but it's just, I love it. I love it so much. It's one of my favorite places in the world. I could like visit all the time, but living here right now, I just don't know. My least favorite part about NYC is really, it's a blessing and a curse that it's just so many people and stuff here. And the reason that I'm saying that is because the more people that comes and like the more people that's around you, the more likely of danger being present. And my least favorite part is really just the uncertainty and the people and all that. Like, it's just not what it used to be. Like I said, I don't feel safe having my child walking around the streets. I don't feel safe getting on the subway. I don't feel safe just living here as a woman and just being out and present. Like, I really don't even really like going out like that without John being with me, because it's just, you just never know who's around. And not to say that I'm not gonna get hurt when John, like, people are just crazy here. Like, you just never know who has a gun, who has a weapon, who's crazy, who you're walking next to, who you're walking past. Like, you just never really know. Like, I'm just over it. The price, the cost of living, all of that, yeah, I'm gonna leave it at that. Alright, you guys, so I'm gonna go ahead and finish this video here. Thank you for everyone who asked me questions. If I did not answer your question in this video, I'm probably saving it for another video, or it's gonna be in my couples Q&A with me and John, because y'all was asking me some juicy stuff about me and John, and like, oh, when are y'all, why aren't y'all married, when are y'all getting married? So yeah, that's something I want to answer with him, because it's like, yeah, I know the reason and whatever. So don't assume, it's not nothing bad, y'all, so don't make no assumptions. I know some of y'all gonna do that anyway. Stay tuned. Like I said, I'm planning a few things that this video has me thinking about now. I want to do a giveaway of some of the purses from my business, and maybe some of the jewelry too. So stay tuned for updates on that. That's gonna be within the next few months, because that's probably gonna be after I move. I want to do another Q&A, a couples Q&A, and then it was something else I said I wanted to do. I'm gonna probably remember once I edit and rewatch this. I love you guys so freaking much. If you are not already, make sure you are subscribed to my channel. Make sure you give my video a thumbs up, and make sure your post notifications are turned on for all future content from your girl, because I have a lot of stuff coming up. I have my move-in series coming up. I have my new apartment tour. I have all that stuff coming up. So make sure you subscribe and your notifications are on so you don't miss none of that. And I will see y'all in my next video. Bye.